So very quickly, I want to walk us through this chat from a lady that kind of messaged me, and I think we removed her from the group or so thereabout. But this message, the very first message she sent to us on Sunday, she doesn't really seem happy. Either we had removed her from the group because she was requesting for summaries, or we deleted her message from the group, message or messages from the group because she was requesting for summaries. Don't forget, we don't encourage summaries. It's against our policy, it's against our standard at tutorial.net. Now, so she requests, seems like she requested from the group, and maybe she was deleted. I can't really remember. So she sent me a message. She came to my DM and sent me a message. Good afternoon, sir. Please, why is the request and use of summaries prohibited in your group? I mean, she was removed from the group, obviously, or her messages were deleted, and she wasn't cool with this. A regular student, a regular person can just move on and just forget about it. I mean, but she was inquisitive. She had to come back, right, to make inquiries, message me directly, which is a nice one that I really respected, and that was why I had to even respond to her message to enlighten her. Because a lot of students, probably because they are new to the system, and the first thing they are coming in contact with is summary, and unfortunately majority of them fall into this mess. They fall victim, they fall prey of what these so-called summaries are, although I'm yet to meet good ones. Basically, summary is you trying to reduce words and everything. I mean, a material of worth 500,000 words, and summaries are giving you about 2,000, 1,000 words. I mean, how do you intend to use that to prepare for your exams, and you expect to see questions that you can competently attempt in your exams? It doesn't really make sense. So let's just go straight to it. So she said her own part of how she felt about removing the messages from the group. So now I said, hello ma'am, tutorial forbids summaries. All right. And she sent me this message by 11 a.m. and I responded by 2 minutes past 11 a.m. All right. And about 2 minutes thereafter, I sent a message, like a general message that 2 days left, e-exam is closing, revision classes continue today. Use the link below when to check when you have your revision classes. And so she responded 12:45. Okay. And she said why. She highlighted the message, tutorial forbids summaries. Then I had to take my time to explain to her. And this is one thing we do. We take our time to explain a lot of things to students. It's not just about the academics. You need to also know what you are into, what you are in for, what you sign in for. It's quite unfortunate the majority of students in some universities generally don't even know why, all right, what they are in for. So we have to bring her up and bring her to breast, update her on what this thing is all about. So I said a long list of reports has gotten to me by many students that summaries do not help. Moreover, we have the keynotes. That is what works. All right. Have you tried one before? So I just try keeping it short. Told her that a lot of reports have gotten to me. Summaries doesn't help. So I just had to introduce to her the exam keynotes, which has been working consecutively now, back to back. That is, so I told her that's what works. And I asked her directly, have you tried one before? So it seems like I kind of I was unable to read in between the line here when she said something like, true, it doesn't. And it's really disheartening. So I'm like, do you know that this doesn't work and you are still about it? But I didn't raise that up actually. So I asked her, have you tried one of my keynotes before, of our keynote before? She asked the question, your keynotes? Yeah, I have them. I have exam on Monday, CSS. I think this is the very first. She said she has them. I'm still a little bit skeptical here. Probably she have more than one. But she said she was very particular about CSS 111. Probably the very first one she's getting, and I'm going through it already. So I gave her a thumbs up. So that was how it ended for that day, which was on Sunday. And yesterday, which was, okay, today is Tuesday, so yesterday was Monday. So, and I think that yesterday was her final paper thereabouts. So she sent me a message. Hi, Tutorial. I just want to say thank you for much. I just want to say thank you so much for all the keynotes you gave. That means she has more than one. And the revision classes as well. It really helped. So yeah, we do the revision classes. This is one thing we do in this is one thing Tutorial does. Like, apart from you not even being a member, you are not totally restricted from still getting value. Or about the values members get is nothing compared to what you get as a non-member, but nevertheless, at least you can still get a fragment of it. So she benefited from the revision classes we're having. All right, although those revision classes are majorly, all right, orchestrated. Those revision classes are made possible by members of our private class. They're actually what makes everything works, actually. So for those of us who haven't gotten to that private class yet, or who are not intending to, would encourage you to please join next semester. By March next semester, that's next month, we should be starting. So I really want to encourage us to join as early as possible as we can, so we can get started with things without rushing. So enough of that. So she said, I'm honestly grateful. Now she said the revision classes and the keynote you gave, as well as everything, helped. I'm honestly grateful. She's smiling emoji. I got A today. Wow, that was impressive. I got A today as well. Seemed like she has been getting A before now, because using that as well means that, okay, all these things have been helping and I've been getting A's back to back, and here another A today. So it seems like, okay, maybe it was luck the very first set. Let's try it again. And this is success repeating itself. And I couldn't be more than happy. You are really a saving grace. Wow, that's nice. So all students, especially we freshers, underline the word we freshers. I said something like a lot of freshers come into the system. They've gotten to that 20 level even before they know what is going on. And the way the thing is structured in this system, everything is back to back, pa. So for her, she's like, this is a help in time of need. Like, it's very timely. So she said, you're really a saving grace to all students, especially we freshers. Thank you so much once again, and God bless you. Now, this is not the main point. This is not why I even did this. I'm doing this recording. So it ended the other day. We are still doing revision classes, and I'm busy preparing for classes. The easiest part of my job is just to come online to teach. The difficult part of my job is behind the camera, where I need to spend hours preparing the keynotes and hours studying just to present a class of few minutes or less than an hour. So I just had to respond with the emoji to like a praying appreciative or something like that emoji. So it passed. So that was yesterday. So today, so she said something like, okay, a lot of students come to my DM and say thank you, and I said I will always respond. Always try as much as we can to respond to messages. So she said something very interesting. She just came to my DM, like she sent a message. I'm not sure it doesn't really, the writer probably, she had made some mistakes. She said, please, can I have your debts, like DETS? I'm like, what do you mean by debts? Just to show more appreciation. But underline the word more appreciation. I was like, okay, what is she talking about? It's getting interesting. All right. So, but I really don't understand what she means by debts. So I had to message her back and say, okay, do you mean my details? All right. She said yes. I said, wow, interesting. Okay, let's see how this goes. So interestingly, I just dropped it, and she did something nice, irrespective of the fact that it's just something. But what I just want to say here is, it's not just about the tips she gave to Tutorial, but it's not really about that. It's about, look at what I said to her. I said, wow, OMG, wow, that's nice. God bless you, real good, ma. And I said, your labor of love invested in making humanity and the space you might have chosen be blessed in Jesus' name. And to me, it's not really about the money. What gladdens, okay, I think I made a typo there. That should be what gladdens my heart the most is the fact that you have not met me before. This same online space where we have many students in NOUN called me scam. Some even cursed me because they made payment. Yeah, I remember that encounter with some guy. I think, well, I called a boy or a man or a guy. I wouldn't really say. A lot of messages comes into my DM, and what really happened then? We actually on a conversation. He wants to make payments for keynote, and it was a few moments to my class. So I just dropped him the details, and I was like, okay, maybe before I finish my class, he must have made the payment, and when I'm done my class, we'll continue from where we stop. We'll pick it up from where we stop. Only for me to finish my class, most time I finish my class late, most usually if it's the last revision class. Only for me to come back, and you need to see the kind of courses this man has raised on me because of how much. He said the conversation was going, and his problem was the conversation was going smoothly, and everything just ended immediately. Made payment. I was like, all these things we are talking about, that class was not even up to 2 hours, probably 1 hour 30 minutes. He made payment for just few keynotes. I mean, and only for me to come back, and he started calling me a scam. There's nothing, he didn't call me, everything that I made away with this money. I had to, when I saw the message, I was like, okay, I think I must have given a wrong impression for the fact that I even dropped my details. Probably I should have just told him I'm leaving my class now and I'll be responding late. So just drop the message. I will respond after my class. I did not actually, because I was just rushing to join that class. I was already late. So at least we will have exercised some patience. All right. I mean, now he has said all these things. He has typed all these things, and I came back. I just behaved that I didn't even see the message. I just told him that I'm sorry for the late response. I was in the class. Now that I'm back, I've confirmed your payment. You can request the keynote from my assistant. And he didn't even say so I'm sorry or anything. Probably he thought maybe the whole thing is still a scam. I said my assistant. I asked him after some time, have you gotten the keynote? He just said yes. And the whole thing just, and many more students like that, a lot of them. But one thing that really interests me about this person is, I mean, some of them even get the keynotes, and they didn't even come back to say how helpful it was. I will even be the one to chat them how helpful, just to see how they were able to use it in the shortest time. There was even a man that even got this keynote like a few hours to his exam, and he was able to do so well in that exam. And he told me that was the best exam so far, and thereafter I came for more. Because some students are usually very skeptical about getting a lot of keynote at a point, but I usually encourage them to get one, then thereafter they come back for the rest. So let's continue the message I was reading. Okay, disregard that. So I said, this same online space, you met Tutor, you met Tutor, that should be you met Tutor, and you did not only buy but also came back, drop us a feedback and tipped Tutor. All right, so amount. Okay, so I said thank you so much. I think I can read more. You're a good student, and people. Okay, so I said there are good students and people, and there are also bad ones as well. We have all had a fair share of this. All right, so that's why we always do what it does best at improving and providing values you can always rely on. So I said thank you once again. So she responded with some nice emojis. She said amen. So she said something that also made a lot of sense to me. She said, thank you so much for thanking me and acknowledging my efforts. I understand the fact that students aren't patient enough, but I know that with how legit you are, one day your light will shine to all and you will be vindicated even more. Signing up with praying emoji. This is the second best thing I have had today. God words concerning me were first, and hope you will join the private class next semester. So she says, God bless you, sir. Yeah, I will. I'm just waiting for you to blow the whistle. So this is basically what it is, and this is just one among several orders. All right, and I'm just using this opportunity to say a big thank you to everybody that has been supportive to this initiative. All right, and as much as we are out there, we'll always keep pushing out all the values we can, just to see how much we can assist students and be there with you all the way. Signing out.